Hey, good evening, everybody. Wishing all of us a very happy Diwali. Some of us are still celebrating. Hope all of you had a wonderful festival and, uh, may the abundance of light touch all of us. Thank you for joining us this evening. This is the Modern Coachpreneur. This is powered by tech, tools, and AI. When Krishnan and I had conceived of this program way back earlier this year, we were looking at what is it that we can do for the coaches that we're connected with in the coaches circle, as well as all our peer coaches at Guiding Light. And as Guiding Light has two focal areas. One is coach education and the other is business building. And the Modern Coachpreneur is part of the business building vertical. So our focus is not just to train coaches, but also to help them set up practice. And we felt that having AI to drive setting up practice is the right thing to do because ICF is doing a lot of work with AI. ICF is building standards for platform developers, for researchers and things like that. So we felt it was the right thing to do. And Krishnan has been toying with AI for the last, Krishnan, 2.5 years, 3 years?
A little more than that.
A little more than that, yeah. And so after he quit his, corporate life, I think this is his new avatar. And I always say that Krishnan is everything AI. The child in him comes alive. So we've been having conversations ever since we started this collaboration. And every time Krishnan does something new, then there's so much excitement. And I think that's where, as coaches, the passion comes through. And AI can be that aid. Krishnan will talk about his AI journey, but I think today's session is about what is the Modern Coachpreneur, what is it that we put this thing for, and what are we delivering? So we finished cohort 1, and we're starting cohort 2 in November, the 4th of November. Cohort 1 was new, maiden, and we had 10 participants. Ajit is here with us. Ajit will tell us his story. Thank you, Ajit, for joining us and for sharing this space to talk about your experience. It was a learning experience for all of us together. And now we're ready for cohort 2. Cohort 2 is going to be slightly different from cohort 1 because we have a lot of learnings. And the space is so agile. It's agile and it's evolving at such a rapid pace that session to session we had to look at what is it that we have to bring in for our participants. And one thing that we did differently is that we worked with the participants and created sessions for them. While we have a curriculum, a structure in place, we worked with what is it that our group wanted out of this program. And that's how the journey became so beautiful and meaningful for the folks who joined us in cohort 1. Yeah. So with that, what we'll do is, this is an intimate space. We'd like to get to know each of you, to know who you are as a coach, where you are on your coaching journey. What is it about AI that you currently use? How far have you gone? How deep have you used it? What are some challenges that you face currently? And what got you curious about, the Modern Coachpreneur? So we'll begin like that. Ajit has to leave quickly. Ajit, do you want to talk about your experience, or can you stay on till everybody introduces themselves?
Yes, I'm happy to do that. I'm sorry I joined a bit late after 7, so I'll stay on for a while. I'm curious to know about everyone, and then
yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so whoever wants to go first, and then
we can start with the ladies first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can go first. Yeah. Okay. So I started my coaching journey about 2 years back. and finished my hours, gained my ACC credential. And after coaching now for all this while, I've finally reached a stage where I've figured out my niche. It was a journey. Like earlier, I was, I went broad based. Now I'm at a stage where I know who I want to work for, which is young adults, teenagers, women. So as of now, I'm working with a couple of NGOs and a university that has tied up with, they provide coaching to their graduate and postgraduate students. So I'm very happy working with this set of people, and that's where I want to work more with. As far as AI goes, I have not used AI at all. So I thought I'm setting up a business. Now I want to, go in a structured way. So what got me curious about this cohort and what you're offering is that I want to do both together. Set up a practice using AI because, like you said, it's the way to go. And I've been member of the ICF and the Delhi Gurgaon chapter, and I see where coaching is headed. So I think I'm poised at a place where I could take off using both. I mean, using AI to set up my business. So that's where I am right now.
Thank you. That was very, very useful to know, Anju. Thank you so much for leading it, trailblazing this conversation. You can invite somebody else to take over after you.
Abhirami. She
Okay,
can go
so
first.
Abhi's part of my team.
Okay. Okay, sorry. I was looking at the ladies and taking
Yes.
lead from them. Well, okay, I'll then invite Karan.
Okay.
So my name, as some of you know, is Karan. I've been with the corporate sector now for close to 24, 25 years. Always been a marketing strategy kind of a person. I started off with NLP a couple of years ago, actually. That was my segue into learning, self-discovery, trying to question certain assumptions about myself, and then getting into this entire space of being able to communicate better, more meaningfully, starting with teams. And then I realized that there's more to life than beyond the teams at work. And I think that curiosity somewhere then made me move beyond NLP into coaching, and a couple of things there. So I've done a couple of courses on that. More recently, I've been studying positive intelligence or positive PQ coaching, which is something that I am enrolled in as a coach, and I'm doing that as well. And in the middle, I did a couple of courses on TA 101 was my interest area in terms of, again, so anything to do with human sciences, how we think, how our cognition works, how interrelationships are affected is I'm curious about that. I think for me, I have from time to time used AI by uploading transcripts of a coaching conversation after having removed the names, and got those coaching conversations to get ranked on PCC markers. Oh, I'm right now a level 1 certified coach from my institution. My ACC exam is towards the end of this month as we speak. But I've always used those transcripts to get feedback on against PCC markers to see where I'm working on, which competencies which are coming up as strong with areas of improvement. And I've consistently tried to then follow some kind of a system to improve subsequent conversations. The one part that I was extremely careful about was to anonymize and to remove names and to do whatever that. But there's always been part of me which is, often wondered what all is right and what all is not right. And I think when I looked at this opportunity of, and then obviously ICF got involved with AI itself, and then when I saw that someone's been able to convince Shrikant and offer a course on AI through his platform, I thought this probably is the best way of learning what's right or wrong, because I've interacted with Shrikant a couple of times and hold him in the highest regard. So for me, I'm looking at this as an opportunity to learn more about AI, how that works, doesn't work. Obviously, at some level, it'll help setting up a practice which is commercially viable, but that's not really my segue in right now. It's to see how I can improve the practice for myself as a coach and the experience for my clients.
Thank you, Karan. You want to invite somebody else?
Premlata, Shraddha, anyone.
Shraddha is our cohort 1 participant. She's also here to share her experience.
Oh, lovely. Fantastic.
Yes, Premlata.
Actually, I had jumped into that bandwagon because I have a sort of a mental block when it comes to technology, especially AI. And I was very anti AI in the sense that I did not trust it. I was not sure the quality of work that it can do for us. And obviously, because we did not know how to use it. So that was another thing, So that first step to crossover, and it was very important. And I think the way the whole program was designed, and Krishnan had a lot of patience with us, to tell you the truth, because the kind of questions that are being asked, and just like today, I have been late for every, I think, sessions of yours, Madhu, because, I had to rush back from the office, but I didn't want to lose it for the world, because I didn't want to miss it for the world. Because every single session was an eye opener. And, and the practice modules that Krishnan had designed for us. And after a long time, I felt like I was sitting for an exam, because, I had to come prepared. You just can't think that you can just breeze through them. It used to make you think. Used to make us work, and it used to make us practice. So these are the things I would also like to tell, the participants who are going to take this next cohort, that please prepare, because Krishnan and Madhu are doing so much work, after the session is over, of course, for the next session. Every time they would come up with a new session every Tuesday. A lot of work was going into it. It was very, very obvious. And it was just not, it's just not, I think I would say, justified that all the other people, the participants who are coming for the session, come unprepared. And I felt like, a couple of times. And but thankfully, Krishnan was very patient with us, and he answered all our valid and invalid questions, and he was a lot of inspiration as well, because how passionate he is about this. And it is, and if we are not accepting the fact that AI is here to stay, we are behaving like an ostrich, trying to avoid what is actually in front of us. So, and let me also come to the fact that how it has brought changes into my thinking. The first most important thing was thinking. In coaching also, this is what we are taught. Like, if we have, if there is some value or belief which is very precious to us, the how will follow. So now using AI is not such a big thing for me as it was earlier, because I have removed that mental block. I have understood how to use it. I've understood its limitations also, where to trust it, where not to. So as a budding coach, as a professional, as a writer, because I'm writing on LinkedIn a lot, it has helped me everywhere. As a thinking partner, to design, even, my, like, I would say, designing in the sense that, because we are more or less like facilitators or speakers, and words hold such an important meaning for us, and how beautifully it can shape up for you. You can choose. Ultimately, it's your choice. You have to choose. So your mind is still with you. Your mind is still the most important thing, but then you have such a reliable partner, thinking partner with you. So all the best for those of you who are going to, opt for the next cohort. Thanks a lot, Madhu. And I would say that so much of effort, again, I would say, was going into the whole designing thing from Madhu and Krishnan, that I would request everyone who's going for this cohort to please come prepared and do practice after every session. Thanks a lot.
Yes, Shraddha, I tell you what, thanks for that. But I'm going to change everything now.
Oh my God. Then I have to be again in this next one. Don't tell me that. And not and then, not the least of all, that beautiful camaraderie that we had among, all those people who were on both the sides, the teachers and the students. I think it's going to go a long way because we just, sounded off our ideas and opinions of each other. And that was a beautiful, I would say, bonding as well. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shraddha. I think you scared everybody now saying that they have to come.
No,
right?
I have not. I've shared my very, very honest opinion because I felt it in few of the sessions. I could not do justice to the kind of preparation that you people were doing. So we had to be.
I think I have to let you into a secret,
Yeah,
Shraddha, because
yeah.
after the second session, I was telling Madhu, Shraddha is a little off. I don't know if she's going to be catching up. All right.
Yeah.
But to all credit to you, I think you caught up and you did very well, to be very honest.
How could I not? When you people are doing so much of effort, putting in so much of effort, and not to get motivated and inspired from you, it was not an option at all.
Yeah. And we're seeing the fruits of that labor on LinkedIn every day. Every day.
Yeah, LinkedIn is something which is very visible, but let me tell you, Madhu, on various other aspects, even my coaching sessions, I'm, feeding it everything that I say and the coaches say, and the various aspects it is throwing, throwing out. Though again, it's my choice whether I take it or not, So, but still, I have a thinking partner, I would say.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing, Shraddha. Invite somebody else. Ajit, do you want to go next? Because I know we're hard pressed for time at your end.
Did we not invite Premlata?
No, we've not. We have others, but I'm just looking at the
Oh,
clock.
that's okay. I can stay for a while.
Okay. I think Premlata, all yours.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is Premlata, call me Prema, and this is the first session for me. This I got to know through Krishnan Network. He was my leader from my corporate things. So through him, I got to know this. He's a true leader and very inspiring and motivating leader. That's why I want to enter into this to know. Yeah, my profession wise, I think I have played a role of coach in every role that I have played till today. And this last 2 months, I've been coaching Germans. So that way I can say, I feel my potential is in coaching every role. I play different roles. So now I feel that I'm a very good coach, not professionally like all of you people. I feel weird now to understand, but I thought I'll take the advantage to understand how this AI can be useful for this coaching a skill, not profession, I would say. So it's more on inspiration from Krishnan. I don't know, he remembers me, but I know, but Krishnan, I'm now in Germany. All your blessings and learning from you last 3 years. So I would be proud to say that I'm coaching Germans. Yeah, thank you so much.
That's absolutely brilliant, Premlata, because I think we go back almost 15 years, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory is still
Yes,
in.
yes,
Yeah, so
yes.
my memory
Bangalore Aeon.
is still in. I'm happy to know that you moved to Germany because the last I think we met was in CGI just before I left. So fantastic.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Prema. You can now invite the others. We have Hari, Tinku, Narendra, Pushkar, and Sarika.
Okay, I go with Hari.
Okay.
Hi, good evening all. Sorry, I just came back from office and changed and just on time to join the call right at the start. And personally, just to give a small background, I'm an ex-army officer. I was a colonel in the army and I served the army for over 20 years, 22 years. Then I took voluntary retirement, came out. I was in the corporate sector for about 15 years. I'm still working. I'm a senior director in one of the companies. But I'm shortly looking forward to moving into coaching as a not as a profession, but as something which I would like to do in the months and years to come. I've going through the ACC credentialing journey along with Guiding Light, and Madhu has been one of the faculty members, and she nudged me to join this call, and rightly so, because I remember talking when this session was going on, where I had asked specifically how AI is going to impact coaching. This thought came to me because I was speaking about coaching to my nephew, who is here in Bangalore, and he somehow took out his phone and showed how AI is catching up with coaching and how so close to what was being taught AI was able to replicate, and whatever little I could see in that. So it just intrigued me to understand how AI will impact coaching further. But since I'm quite new as regards, I've just finished with the mandatory classes, and I'm going through the peer coaching sessions which are required at 100 hours. I'm just about maybe 25-30 hours down the line. There's still a long way to go for me, so I'm not really sure whether I'll benefit from this course as much as if I join probably a few months down the line. But having said that, I'm glad that I could join today's meeting, and let me see how it goes ahead, and look forward to this session. Thanks, Madhu, and thank you, for inviting me here.
Thank you.
I'm on my mobile. I'm not able to see.
Okay, Tinku, do you want to?
Yeah. I just I'll make a short little conversation.
Yes.
So I think I just wanted to be very upfront about it. I've been a school principal, and I think many of my peer coaches know that I'm very poor at technology. I always felt laptop and computers slowed down, but because I had a team of people doing all this work. But now when I keep telling that how badly I'm affected, so I don't want to miss out on AI. I made a mistake of not being kind of technology this thing, but I know AI is going to play a very important role. And with Shrikant and with you around, I know it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tinku. Okay, we have Narendra.
I think Madhu, he did drop a note saying that he's in traffic or something. So.
Okay, Pushkar.
Sure. Hi, Madhu. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. So quick one. So sorry, I'm outside, so the environment is not really good. So started my coaching journey about a little over a year ago, and that's all I've been doing for the last 1.5 years. So currently, I've just recently got my PCC credentials. So I think it was a very hectic journey for me, as you can imagine, 500 hours within a year. Reason why I'm here today is because AI, of course, is going to be, whether we like it or not, it's going to be there. And do I use it now? Yes, very haphazardly. And I would love to kind of know more about how to effectively use it to more improve the competencies part of it. So with the administrative part of it, I find myself really good, but I think more from a quality or competency development part of it, that's where my interest area lies. So that's me.
Thank you, Pushkar, for sharing. What it means, what AI means for you at the moment, and that's the way to go, because it's that use case that will drive you to adopt and to deepen your understanding. So yeah, very, very articulate. Thank you. Okay,
all right, so I think who's left?
Narendra is left, but if he's in traffic and he cannot speak, then we'll wait.
So I'll call Ajit now.
Sarika who had joined. I'm not too sure if she's still there.
No, I don't see Sarika.
She dropped out, I guess.
I think so. Ajit, all yours.
Thank you. Nice meeting some of the friends here. Why did I join this course? About myself. So I spent close to 29 years in the IT industry and been in coaching space for the last little over 5 years. Just renewed my ACC around April this year. PCC April this year. And been into full-time coaching since Jan 24 with little over 1,700 hours of coaching experience now. Currently working as a freelance coach and work with various platforms and organizations. So that's briefly about me. Why did I join this course? Because I was slowly starting to get more and more of that FOMO. everybody, including my daughter, talking about AI all the time. And I was starting to feel that, if I don't catch up, I'll be either redundant or left out. Though I did dabble into using ChatGPT a bit, but honestly, I didn't like it. And I thought that this is going to kill my creativity, or this is going to make me blunt it out very soon. But nevertheless, as been associated with Krishna and known Madhu and done a few other workshops in the cohort, when this came up, the first cohort that came up, I thought I should definitely give it a try with an open mind, and more so to see that where is this world, where we are heading towards now in the world, because every other organization you see is investing in AI, everybody's pouring money into it. And then I went through Krishna's profile a bit and found that, okay, none other than him could be the right person for this. So I jumped in. What I gained out of it definitely is one most important thing is, as I said in my one of the video testimonial that I gave also is overwhelmed with the amount of work that Krishnan has done. I am still catching up. Maybe Shraddha has caught up, but I am still, I would say, there's so much to learn. There's so much that he's given us, and Madhu keeps adding more Madhu onto it. So the amount of resource, the amount of work that Krishnan has done, commitment is just too much. I mean, when I say too much, in a good way. And that's what one of the big takeaways for me, one of the big things that I've gained out of this. Also, very good insights that I've got in terms of how to become better in terms of prompt engineering, I would say. How to get better at asking right questions. and also being more judicial, also being more sort of conscious on what you are getting and how much to use, what to use, because AI is just going to give you everything, a lot. And whether it's Perplexity or any other tool that we may use, we have to be conscious of what do we use, otherwise we'll fall on our faces. Right? So from that point of view, I have learned a lot, seeing how much to use, what to use, and how best to decide that does this work for me? If not, what are the alternatives? And how can I go on asking more questions till I get satisfactory answers and then validate it myself? So I started to use a lot in terms of my social media posts, or in terms of creating proposals, so on and so forth. I would say still a long journey to go, but with the promise that Krishnan gave us, that we can continue to bother him to keep learning from him. I invite you all to be participative in this course, in this cohort, and enjoy the journey. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ajit. Thank you for taking the time, to both you and Shraddha, to join us and to share your experience, because nothing like what you learned and what you'll applied and what is there for all of us to see. I think the proof is in that pudding. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Shraddha, if you also have to drop off, we're okay with it. Otherwise, feel free to stay. Ajit has something else that he needs to attend to, so he's going to.
No, I can still continue for at least 15 minutes.
Please
Thank
stay,
you so
please
much.
stay. Thank you, Ajit, for coming.
Hey, thanks, Ajit.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Narendra, if we can get you to speak, if it's possible. Otherwise, we'll continue, and then we'll get you on right at the end.
And maybe we'll catch up with him later.
I think so too. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do now is, I think we'll spend some time in understanding how AI has evolved, just and with respect to coaching, because all of us here are coaches, predominantly coaches. And of course, some of you are just dabbling with becoming coach-like, which is similar. Krishnan, do you want to take us on a quick 5-minute journey as to what we're seeing right now
Yeah,
as
I
we
can do
speak?
that. So, so there's a lot that's happening in the market space today as far as AI itself is concerned, and we're all hearing about it, listening about it, people are talking about it, etc. There is so much happening that it's very difficult to cope on a day-to-day basis fundamentally, because the evolution of what's coming up is at such a hectic pace. It's unbelievable. Okay, I'm saying if I were to recollect my 30 plus years of working in the IT industry, there has never been a time more hectic than ever. Fundamentally, in the last few years itself is concerned, where technology is changing at a very, very feverish speed, right? Probably faster than a F1 race that ever happens, essentially. And in that space, what's happening as far as the coaches are concerned is that one thing that I always tell coaches is you need to adapt. Okay, may not be at the same pace at which the technology is evolving, but you need to adapt to understand how the technology is going to help you. Okay, I think that's going to be a very critical element in the entire scheme of things. You've got to use it as an aid, because if not, then you're going to be left behind. Okay. Why I would say left behind is, yeah, I'm saying there are some coaches who firmly believe, no, it's not for me. I'm going to be who I'm going to be, which is fine. It's their decision as far as is concerned. But why I feel that you would be left behind, because I myself am a coach and I use AI very, very effectively. I use it every day. I use it not only for coaching, but for a whole bunch of other things as such is concerned. And why is it important for you is because it's going to give you an edge in the market space as an individual who you are. There's been a school of thought which says that because people are using AI, their brain seems to fade off and thinking stops, etc., etc. I firmly don't believe in that. Okay. I would say that my creativity has actually increased the moment I started using it in the right sense, in places where I feel that I need to use it, right? And that gives me that extra bit of information, all right, and the extra bit of guidance, which I feel is not there with somebody with my equal experience, but without the adoption of AI itself is concerned. So that's the delta that we're looking. So as coaches, you need to use it as a friend. And I always tell people is that you have to put yourself as being in control. And I'm going to keep repeating if you join my course, I will be repeating the same sentence every session. You need to be in control of what's coming up, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, essentially. All right? Because that is where the whole essence of using this as a tool to become, to be your buddy is going to be actually a game changer as such is concerned. To just give you an example, earlier today I had a discussion with a lot of salespeople, okay? And one of the things that they were struggling with was their ability to actually sell to corporates, okay? So they're in the business of education. So their ability to sell to corporates. And because of what I've been doing for so many months and a few years now, I could break the mold of their thinking process in about 10 minutes time. Now that is what you can take as an example of how you're able to think through differently. Okay, as an example. The second thing which I've been quite fascinated with, is I've never been a person who's in art, or I don't believe in saying that I'm not so creative, etc., from an artistic perspective is concerned. But last year, and writing on LinkedIn was the last thing that I ever wanted to do. But somebody said, no, if you have to have a presence, you need to start engaging. So I said, okay, let me try. It was almost like extracting a molar teeth, my wisdom tooth without any anesthesia. So I just started with one post a week. Now I want to do more than that. Wanted to do more than that. I have enough material today because of the ideas that I have, that I can post for the next 20 years without repeating a topic. Now that's the kind of partnership that I have now with AI. Now people may say that, hey, the idea is yours, but are you not going to get support from that and it's going to kill your creativity? It's not that. Okay, it's not that at all. So this is my firm belief, and I think you need to go with the flow, because as what Shraddha said earlier, you need to be with the system, trust the process, and once you trust the process, things are going to just become so much easier for all of you as you go along, in terms of how you can adapt it to what you do fundamentally, right? And my last but not the least, don't be scared of it. Do not be scared of it, and because I think at the end of the day, it's not going to bite you back. So if it's not going to bite you back, you can always get the maximum out of it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Krishnan. What we'll do next is quickly take everybody through the program itself, because I'm sure they're curious to know about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up my screen. What we'll do is we'll go through the CCEs that we have. Okay, everybody able to see my screen?
I think there's a question, Madhu.
Yes, okay. Let's see.
Somebody raised their hand.
Oh, somebody raised their hand?
No, that was a mistake. Sorry, Krishnan. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
I wanted to applaud, but my AI skills are low. I think it raised.
Okay, the first thing that we want to bring up is the fact that this is a ICF accredited coach continuing education program, and we have 20 CCs awarded for it. Okay. By the way, Madhavi is my name. I like being called Madhu, so yeah. So we have 10 credits for core competencies, and we have 10 credits for resource development. Okay, so this adds to your ICF education. So in case you want to go the portfolio path, you can use this towards that as well. And ICF recommends that coaches continue to invest time in upskilling, upgrading, and adding coaching depth to what they already are. So this is one thing that works towards that. And the reason we got this accredited, the program, is because we wanted ICF to look at the program itself and give us their perspective as to how they're seeing the program. And I'd like to share that with you. So this is the curriculum that we had submitted to ICF. Just a moment, it's loading. Yeah, so this is the curriculum that we submitted. And ICF clearly has called out, just a minute, to say that, you know, what qualifies as core competence and what qualifies as resource development. So you can see that this is how elaborate the curriculum is. So every
Madhu,
session,
I'd like to chip in.
Yes, please go ahead.
Earlier when you started, you said we started the partnership this year. It's not that. We started last year.
Last year, yes.
It was only this year that we sent it to ICF for the...
Correct. Correct.
So it has taken a long journey, but we are there now.
Yeah. Yes. So if you see, every slide has been submitted with what is it that we're teaching on every slide. So it's that detailed. So, you know, it's a 20-hour curriculum. I'm going to take this off. Just a minute. I'm going to bring you all back, but I just want to talk about this. It's a 20-hour program. We do it on 10 Tuesdays, and we're starting on the 4th of November. It's fully experiential. You will be doing the work in the class. So Krishnan will explain a concept, then he gives us a case study, then we're all put out in breakout rooms, and then we do it in the class. So it's recommended that, you know, a few tools, you install ChatGPT, Perplexity, whatever, we'll cover that during the class. You have those available, and we are actually doing the work in the class. So that's how the entire program has been designed. So the program works for you as a coach, for your own development, for you as somebody who wants to set up practice, and for somebody who's, say, an internal coach. Say somebody like Shraddha. She's part of an organization and she does work internally. So even for people who are internal coaches, and for people who are not coaches, they could be consultants, they could be mentors, they could be anybody else. But anybody who wants to use and engage AI for their work, the course works for them. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to bring about. And I'm going to go back to my screen and to show you all, this is how the certificate looks like. So all our cohort 1 participants, they got their certificate of completion, 10 CCEs and 10 resource development. Okay. And then this is a gift from Krishnan for all of them. This is like, you can call it a ready reckoner, you can call it the Bible, you can call it whatever. But this is Krishnan's labor of love. And this is a book that he had gifted all of them. This is all his artwork that he partnered with AI to, bring about. And it gives you everything that you need, whether it's all your prompts, as a practitioner, what is your toolkit looking like? Then there are case studies, then there are references. So this is a fantastic document that came as a surprise to all the participants. We had given this along with the certificates. And a little bit about the program. I want to take you through what these 10 modules are. Yeah. So there is
Madhu, can you just enlarge it?
Enlarge this one. Yeah, just a minute. Can you see it now? Is this better?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Krishnan, do you want to quickly go through
this?
I
can take you. I can take this session. So what you essentially go through is in the first session, what I would do is that I would bring everybody up to speed in terms of trying to tell you guys as to what is AI, what's been the history behind it, where we are today, and what's going to happen in the future perspective. Nobody knows the future, but at least the predictive part of it, of what potentially can happen as such is concerned. How is it aligned as far as the coaching industry itself is concerned? And also, what's the take as far as ICF itself is concerned? So that's where we will keep it to as such is concerned. You will feel that, hey, there's nothing much to do, but believe me, you would have some casework here also. Well, then session 2, 3, and 4 is going to be anchored around prompting, because prompting, if you do it the way I have structured it, essentially, you cannot go wrong when you want to work with any other tool set that would be there as far as the larger AI world itself is concerned, because the larger AI world expects you as a user to ask it pointed questions. So as coaches, we are much more equipped to ask pointed questions, but there is a science behind it, and that's what we
Krishnan, are you there? Did I lose
Session
you?
5 onwards, we would be taking you through. Yeah, session 5 onwards, we would be taking you through fundamentally specific elements of how to create content, all right? How do you structure a workshop? How do you create workbooks, visuals, repurposing, infographics? Now, you may ask me, why are they important? Because a lot of you as coaches would at some point in time be working with organizations, or you want to do a presentation, or you may want to, if you're working with, let's say, a specific set of segments, and you want to give a pitch. How do I use AI to leverage those things? All right. Now, what we teach in the class, what we go through this is fundamentally certain frameworks. That framework would pretty much work for any other work that you may want to do. Okay, not necessarily from purely a coaching perspective is concerned. It can be much more generic if you apply it the right way. We look at how to do proposals, how to do pricing, because these are important aspects when you are building your practice itself is concerned, and you want to scale up at certain points. How do I do that as such is concerned? The last two are, of course, the session 9 is around workflow and CRM, because a lot of coaches, in our experience that Madhu and we've been talking to, they struggle to keep things in focus in terms of doing the dirty work, is what most people refer to as saying is that I have 20 clients, I don't know whether I've sent an invoice or whether I need to get payment. So how do I manage all these things? So how do I look at all of these things? How can AI help you to manage these things simplistically without investing too much money on a fancy tool or any of those things? So that's what we would go through. And if you can do it for this, you can pretty much extend it to anything else in your life, right? How do you manage those aspects about it? We will also get detailed into governance and ethics, which is what is going to be very important. But it's not specific to only the last session. We would be covering governance and ethics right through all the sessions, because at every point in time, we will highlight, you need to do this, you shouldn't be doing that from a coaching perspective. What's going to be new from cohort 1 to cohort 2? There's a lot that has happened since we finished cohort 1. So I'm going to bring in some of the newer tools, which is actually going to make life easy for all of you. I'm not divulged what it is even to Madhu, but that's something that I'm already working on to put it together so that you can actually do a lot of automation. So that's what I wanted to share with you.
Thank you. So I'm going to share this brochure with all of you. I'll put it in the chat. And I just wanted to let you know that every session gets recorded, and all the sessions resources are available like this. And this is made available to everybody post every session. So you will see that the resources are quite a few. And, going back to what Shraddha said, there's so much available, and it's about, you leveraging these resources session after session. Yeah. So I'm going to stop sharing now. I also want to talk about how much the program is going to cost. It's 45,000 plus 18% GST. So that's how much it's valued at. And if it's difficult for people to pay in one go, we're okay to do a couple of installments. That's another option that Krishnan and I spoke about. So that's our offering as well to all of you. Okay. So this is about the program. Abhi, do you want to bring everybody back on the screen so that we could take some questions? Yes. Yes, Pushkar.
So, Madhu, quick question. So
Yes.
first of all, thanks for sharing. It sounds definitely interesting. What would be the timings of this every Tuesday?
Yes. So it's 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Tuesday.
Okay.
We wanted to also do a small experiment with all of you if you all had your ChatGPT on, but I think we're hard pressed for time.
We're running out of time.
Yeah, we're running out of time. Otherwise, we would
Karan,
have
you
had.
had a question?
Yes.
Your hand up.
Yeah, let me just quickly check on two things. One is on the AI part. So from what I heard you say, Krishnan, there are almost three parts in which this plays out. One is how do you use AI to be a better coach to a client? Correct me if I'm wrong. The other is how do you use AI to perhaps better self-reflect?
Correct.
And the third is how do you use AI to manage your own backend? Is that correct?
Yes.
So is the focus of the course equally on those three parts, or
It
or is
will
the
be.
focus of the...
It will be equally on three parts. That's the intention that we would commence with. And then based on how each coach feels and wants to move towards, that's their choice as such is concerned. What Madhu missed saying is, what I do is that at the end of the 5th session, typically, I have a one-on-one with all the coaches, all right, for an hour, typically. And because you would have finished a certain conceptual part till the 5th session, and by which time you would have figured out how am I going to use it as such is concerned. So that's when I sit down with all of you each by one and figure out as to how is it that I can help you to structure what you want to do going forward. So that's something that I will do for all of you. There's going to be a WhatsApp group. Questions are going to be always welcome to get sorted out, even when I'm saying during the week as such. And I keep engaging on a daily basis, prompting you with questions. I throw some facts and figures. So it's some fun facts that keeps the cohort going actually.
And the focus of this, because I think I asked you this question when we had this chat as well, but just re-clarifying this, since it's called Coachpreneur, the focus of this is on AI. The focus on this is not how to set up a paying business as a coach.
No, it's not. So you can, Karan, let me also clarify is that, see, the focus is primarily 99% on AI itself is concerned.
Sure.
Using all the tools that we're going to use, all the frameworks and everything that is there, you can also use it to set up your business. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
That's the way I would say.
Super. Thanks. Thank you.
In fact, there's another ICF accredited course that we got certification for, which is primarily only to set up your business. But that's still something that I need to find time for to run. Sri and Madhu have been chasing me to.
And I have to ask you this: at any point of time, are you considering a cohort happening on weekends or even on weekdays, but at a later time beyond 6 p.m.? The reason I'm asking that quite simply is I think I would have mentioned, right? But so for some of us who are working, by the time we return home, we're looking at not anything between 7:38. So invariably, how does one balance something that I'm sure it's not your problem. We need to figure that one out. But I'm just asking if you're considering anything to happen over a weekend at some point of time, or later, maybe a 8 to 10 kind of a timeline as well.
8 to 10 may not be a feasible proposition at this point in time, Karan, because there may be one or two takers, but largely people are not receptive to that as such is concerned. A weekend we have not considered, to be honest, currently. But there is a possibility that we may have a different setup for the third cohort that we are planning now, which would be a 4-day in-person, followed by hands-on and exercises that you would need to do post-fact. So that is something that we are planning for. It's still initial stages.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So, Karan, the thing about the weekend is we run our level 1 programs on Saturday during the evenings. And since I'm part of the faculty and I teach, so yeah, that timing is, yeah. So that's.
I get that. Thank you for that clarification, but I have to take my chance.
Yes, of course, of course. In fact, no, Pushkar.
You can always ask the question, Karan.
Yeah, of course.
No harm in asking the question.
Absolutely. No, Pushkar also has a challenge during that time, and through the week, he's also occupied. So he also reached out with respect to the timing. Yes.
Because I think we could have done Sundays, but Sundays people would want, most people would want to spend time with families, etc., and not be available for a 2-hour session learning AI. At least this has been my experience. I wouldn't want to do it as personally is concerned. But hey, you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, but thank you for letting us know, because if we find that the ask is more and more in that direction, then we will come up with a solution for sure.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions that you all might want us to answer?
Yeah, so I had just 2 questions, Madhu. So one
Yes,
is,
Madhu.
you're aware that I'm just started this journey.
Yes.
Is this the right time? Isn't it? Wouldn't it be better that I get into such a thing where I'm much more closer to ACC credentialing, or after having got my ACC?
So the sooner you get into it, Hari, the better it is, because it will help you develop as a coach right now. And since you have so much of industry experience and exposure, it helps you with your proposals making. It helps you with everything. So the way the Modern Coachpreneur has been set up is, how do you develop yourself as a coach? That's one. The second is, how do you think about what is your thinking around setting up a practice? Are you even cut out for it? Those are things that, also will come to the forefront. Like Anchal is wanting to, and, she rightly said that I want to do it together with AI. So it always helps when you're early on in your journey, because then you're that much more comfortable, and it gives you the edge, like Krishnan was mentioning. We're just making AI to be this really big monster. It isn't. You will find how your job is going to be so much more fun, so much more easier. It gets you to think much more clearly. And you'll enjoy it. Like, for instance, I'm going to write my PCC in a week from now. And Krishnan's helped me with a prompt. So I am, preparing for my exam with the prompt. So every day I'm, doing some questions and things like that. So I've gone around the web for these question papers and things like that. But you will get, a few here and there, but otherwise you'll have to pay for it, right? So with this prompt that I have, but of course this is between me and Krishnan.
It's a different thing that I will extract.
Correct. Of course. I mean, there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch. So it gets me to practice my, my PCC preparation. So I'm saying that this is a part of who you're going to be. So there is no right time, because the right time depends on you. If you think now is the time, it's the time.
Yeah.
And you will see how many ways you can use it. So Hari, it's just like coaching. It's like your many clients, right? Every time you have a new experience, you share with us, no? It's just like that. It's no different. In fact, you become such a good coach because you ask AI better questions. And AI gives you, the variety of responses. And so you're becoming a better coach. Yeah.
But I'd also like to
Second,
tell you, Hari, is that you have to be the one who have to be in control.
Yes.
So,
correct.
yeah, Madhu, Anchal had a question.
Yes, Anchal, yes.
No,
yes,
I
Anchal.
had one more query. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm just echoing what Karan was saying. Currently, my job, we are going through a client transition and all that. So there is a lot of workload. I don't think, at least for me, 6 to 8 will work. So one of the, and you also mentioned that weekends doesn't work and probably later in the evenings also difficult. So I'll really have to see whether I'll be able to make up for this time. While the course content and what you showed, I'm very sure it will be extremely enriching and I'm going to learn a lot. But having said that, the logistics part appears a bit difficult for me too, like what Karan was trying to say. I'm not. So I think different people have different pressures. But okay, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, but I just thought I'll voice it out.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Hari, for letting us know. Yes. Yes, Anshul.
I just wanted to ask, this seems very, very interesting, but for somebody like me who's not used AI and is a bit scared of AI, and for a very long time thought that AI is not for me, for people like me, do we need to do some reading, get used to some stuff before we enter the course? Do we need to, come in prepared somehow, or everything's done when we join?
In the class. Yeah, in the class. You don't have to come with any prep. It's important to attend the classes. That
Sure.
much I will say. If you don't attend the class, because it's in the class that the work is getting done. And you're partnering with, because we put you guys in breakout rooms, then you're partnering with somebody else. So you have your own mini group there. And you're trying it out together. And then you come back into the main room and then we discuss.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I think somewhere I heard that you download some stuff beforehand. So you tell us to do that beforehand.
No, in the class. Everything's in the
class.
class. Everything's in the class. Yeah. No pressure.
Yeah. You don't want to. See, my belief is not to overwhelm somebody. Okay. But I tell you, you are in the best place because you have a completely zero knowledge. So
Yes.
your
It's like
creative
a clean
juice-
slate.
so your creative juices may be far better than anybody else who has dabbled in it and have got a preconceived notion. No, this is how it should work. So
Okay, great. Thank you.
but that doesn't mean that we'll discount what Karan's knowledge is all about.
Yeah. Of course.
Sure.
Tinku, you have any questions? Okay. So if all of us are good with what we've heard, understood, then we'll call it a day and we'll be in touch with all of you. So Karan, do let us know, you said the weekend, what time on the weekend?
So you guys, it depends. So I'm honestly comfortable even doing 2 hours on Sunday if we can get some kind of a schedule or some kind of a routine around that as well. But you said Saturday, for example, for you, you're a faculty and so I appreciate that completely. Depends on whether you can do that earlier or I can speak for myself. I can definitely do it anytime after at least a 7:30 on the weekdays as well. So even if
Hey,
it's a
Madhu.
7:30 to 9:30, then 7:30 to 9:30 can also be made to work because I can get out of. So for me, and I'm speaking for myself without wanting to sound very selfish about this. For me, my commute is about an hour and a half, so I can try and leave office by 6 to be in time by 7:30. But being in class at 6 means I need to leave office at 4:30, which is not going to be possible. So I'm okay with weekdays 7:30 to 9:30 kind of a schedule as well, or later. I'm okay with Sundays as well, if one can get a schedule so one can sort out family life and commitments accordingly as well. But yeah, it needs to make sense for you guys to see how many people you have.
Yeah, Madhu, we had a level 1 which we ran on Sundays, I think 8 to 12 or something.
In the morning, is it?
In the morning. I was part of that.
You were part of that batch.
So Sundays maybe 9 to 11 if that works for most people. I think we can always run that as an option. So
Sunday 9 to 11. I'm okay with Sunday 9 to 11. So the thing is, 9 to 11 we have a Sundays.
Yeah, and if I can be forward enough to make a suggestion, maybe if there is a bunch of us who tentatively on the border, you could probably set up a poll on WhatsApp, create a group, give us 2 options of slots that kind of work for Krishnan and you, Madhu.
Yes.
And maybe we could, give that a shot, but I'm not going to suggest more than that.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I think Tinku is traveling and no network. Okay. So I guess, we'll be in touch. We'll run a poll and we'll come up with something. Krishnan and I will deliberate about this and then we'll get back. Anjal, you're okay with any time?
Yes, I'm fine.
You're okay, no? So the 7:30 to 9:30 is also okay?
Yes, I'm okay with any time. Yeah.
Okay. Prema, you're in Germany, right?
Yes, Madhu. Yeah.
So what time would it be for you?
It'll be
For
probably 4 o'clock something.
Yeah, 4:45 now. So for me, post my lunch time after 3 is good because morning I have client meetings, but I can manage somehow. This is important.
Yes, fantastic. Okay. So I think if logistics is what is going to, prevent us, then we'll work around it. Yeah, there's always a solution.
Yeah, we'll find
something. We'll find, because we have some signups and we have to speak to them as well.
Yeah, otherwise, if you're going to do another kind of a time experiment on cohort 3 or something, I can sign up for that as well. So it just depends. Yeah, whatever you want to do after this one in case that works. So just
give us a couple of days, and I think
we'll get back on this. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We've overshot our time by 13 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you for this session.
Thanks a lot.
Madhu, both of you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye. Thank you.